welcome back to my channel. My name is Izzy and today I have a surprise video. I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. So as of today, January 30th, I have 91 subscribers. So I'm close to getting to 100 and I thought that I would film this video quickly because I did just get finished filming my February TBR and my January wrap-up. So I figured I might as well take the opportunity, be optimistic, because I know that I'm going to hit 100 subscribers soon. Now, I filmed this tag before. I filmed this around the time when I was filming my December TBR, I believe. So I've already filmed this video, but I remember it was in a hurry. I think it was the day that I went to go meet Leo for the first time. And because I was in a hurry, the way that I answered the questions wasn't the best of my ability. And I figured also that I wanted to refilm and upload once I hit 100 subscribers. So the day that I have 100 of you guys, I'm going to be uploading this video. And yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and dive right in and answer the questions. I have my iPad right here with the questions, and I also created a few myself. Not a lot, just a little bit. And yes, I'm excited to be filming this, excited that my channel is growing, excited to see what is coming up. Before I answer the questions, I want to thank you guys who are watching this video and who have subscribed to my channel. Honestly, just watching this video alone, I'm very thankful for that. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much for, being here to support me as well. I've enjoyed this journey. I've enjoyed my YouTube channel. I've enjoyed making videos, even though it hasn't been that long. I think it's been like 3 months. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've tried to start my YouTube channel and have failed. So the fact that I'm here, I am starting to upload constantly, like this is a dream come true. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start on the questions because some of the things that I have to say can't be answered in these questions. So I'm gonna shut up, or I'm not gonna shut up, I'm just gonna answer the questions. Anyways, okay, so I've opened up this random webpage here. It says the first 7 questions are the original questions. I'm sorry, I don't know who originally made these questions. The rest have been added along the way, and you will find that some tag videos use all of these. Why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I love books and because I don't have a lot of people in my life who enjoy reading as much as I do. I feel like I have influenced some people in my life to read. I like to share some of that thoughts with all of you. I've also always really wanted to start a channel because I find that I am a very avid reader. I read lots of books, and the amount of books that I read is not as high as some YouTubers here on Booktube. I do read quite a bit, and I just want to share my thoughts on the books. Like, I just want to share my love of books and make friends along the way as well. I want to have friends to talk about books. I want to have friends to recommend books. I want to have friends that recommend me books. So question number 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Honestly, nothing unique. I feel like there are a lot of people out there on YouTube and Booktube in general who have lots of great ideas. I am just here to join along. If anything special, I can just bring my personality. I believe that every person is different. Y'all, Leo looks so annoyed right now. Who's that knocking on our door, Leo? Who is that? Yeah, just sit on my shoulder, that's fine. Okay, where was I? So yes, some of the funny, unique things that you can bring to YouTube. In terms of like ideas, that would be my TBR gamble, but it's just something that everybody has their own way of doing. Like, some YouTubers will wrap their books, some will just have a little cup with all of the books that they have in their TBR and then just pick out a little slip. And I haven't seen anybody roll the die before. That's just something that I do because one day I happened to be at a really fun board game store and I found their dies to be just beautiful, and I wanted to have a die with 20 sides, And as soon as I saw that die, I figured I could use that in terms of picking my next book. Just a fun way to choose my next read. Like I said, everybody's different, everybody has their unique way of being, and that's something that I don't know who I saw talk about this. I think it was like a tweet or something. Like I said, I've always wanted to have my YouTube channel, and I've always wanted to not copy, but kind of like be like other YouTubers because I wanted to be successful. One day I saw this tweet that said, basically, make your content you, eventually people will come find you. Like, instead of me going out and trying to find viewers will come to find me. All I have to do is just be myself. So that really hit me, and that really made me realize that I just need to be myself. And every time that I sit here in front of the camera, that is what I'm aiming to do. Question number 3 says, what are you most excited for about this channel? Again, making friends that enjoy books as much as I do. 4, why do you love reading? So I love reading because I get to see different worlds, and I get to see different concepts. I get to learn new things. There are these 2 famous quotes by George R.R. Martin that kind of basically summarize the idea of reading. So one of them says, a reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one. So that basically explains that the more you read, the more lives you get to live yourself through books, getting to explore new authors and seeing different points of views and the different representations that a book can have. Another quote says, I have lived 1,000 lives and I've loved 1,000 lives. I've walked on distant worlds and seen the end of time because I read. Also by George R.R. Martin. So I love those 2 quotes, and those 2 quotes basically summarize what it is to be a reader, and that is why I love to read. Question number 5 says, what book or series got you into reading? I've been a reader since I was very young. Since I was a kid, honestly, I've loved reading. I've loved checking out new books at school, and I remember, I think it was like 3rd grade, one of my teachers had her personal library in her classroom, and she had this one series called The Boxcar Children. And I remember reading every single book in that series. Like, there's like 100+ books in that series, and I made it like a goal of mine to get through that series. Also, I remember the series of Unfortunate Events. I remember reading that series as well and just really loving it. I think those 2 book series are something that got me really into chapter books as I was a young child. Question number 6 says, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? So my favorite booktubers are Books with Chloe. I really enjoy watching Coco Day. I enjoy watching Lauranda Reads, Lauren and Amanda. I've really been enjoying Katie is Reading lately. Who else? I don't want to miss anybody. So I guess one question that I would ask my favorite booktubers is, would you be my friend? Okay, so question number 7, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? So this one, definitely finding the time to film. When I started my channel, I was working full-time and I'm no longer at that job, but I had a schedule to where I could film Tuesday mornings and I could just basically have my videos recorded for that week. And then I left that job, and for a whole month I was at home and I was unemployed. So filming videos was fairly easy. I am probably going to start my new job tomorrow, which is full-time 8 to 5 and Monday through Friday. So it's going to be quite difficult to find the time to film. I think that is like the biggest thing about having a booktube channel, because on top of finding the time to film, you also have to have the time to read, because if you don't have the time to read, you're not gonna have content for your videos. It can be very stressful, but I don't think that it takes away the joy of reading at all. If anything, it has motivated me to read. On top of that, also editing, finding the time to edit, it can be quite difficult, but once I got the hang of it, editing has gone by faster. I'm able to edit a video faster than at the beginning when I was still learning. So I would say that is the biggest challenge of having a booktube channel, or starting the booktube channel, would have been and will be finding the time to film. Question number 8 says, when did you start reading? I've always been a reader. I would say like 2nd, 3rd grade, when I started to get into like those little chapter books. Yeah, I've always been a reader. I think in high school and college, I was basically forced to read other books, and I think during that time I wasn't as much of a reader as I used to be. Would say probably like 2014 is when I started to get into books again. That's when I started my book collection as well and started to have my own library. So in terms of when did I start reading, I've always been a reader. Question number 9 says, where do you read? I read right here on my couch. I love to read on my stomach, and Leo loves to lay on top of me. I do also have a reading chair here next to me. I read on my bed sometimes, but since Leo is not allowed allowed in the bedroom. I don't read in my bedroom as much anymore. I liked to sit here with Leo and keep him company, and he keeps me company, so most of the time this is where I read. Question number 10 says, what kind of books do you like to read? I read any books. I would say that I don't read a lot of self-help or non-fiction books. I'm mostly into fiction. In terms of like what genres I read the most, I love reading thrillers and mysteries. I had my fantasy era and I've been in my romance era as well. Question number 11 says, what does your book collection look like? My book collection, I have a lot of book of the month books, and I do also have a lot of college books. I majored in French and Italian, so I have a lot of French and Italian books, a lot of poetry. I did study a lot of like Italian culture, so I have books on Italian cinema. I have Dante Alighieri in my collection as well, which I recently put everything in boxes because I wanted to make more space in my bookshelves. I also have a lot of language learning books. I have a lot of Korean, Arabic, some Russian because I did want to get into Russian for a bit. There was a time when I was just getting all the books that I can get my hands on in terms of language learning. So yes, that is what my collection looks like. I'm going to be adding what are your least and favorite type of videos to film. So my least favorite videos I would say are my wrap-ups, because I feel like I need to have so much to say about a book and it kind of makes me nervous. I've come to realize that I don't really need to have like this long, very thought out summary for a book. Also because I don't want to give too much away in my wrap-ups and I don't want to spoil anything. I would say my favorite videos to film are my vlogs. I really enjoy filming vlogs because I'm in my comfort zone. Most of the time I'm like in pajamas and house clothes and I don't have any makeup on. So I really enjoy filming my vlogs because of that. So I think that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. Thank you for everybody out there who has subscribed and everybody out there who has watched my videos, who have liked my videos. I really appreciate you all. I know it's not a lot, but it is a lot to me, and I know that this is just one little milestone out of many. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.